Here's head football coach Dane Damron. Coach, you wrap up spring practice tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, an annual red-gray game. Your overall thoughts on how spring practice has gone to this point?
I'm very pleased with it. We found some kids that we needed to see step up. You know, we lost a lot of kids on the defensive side of the ball, and so we've got some young kids that we need to see if they could progress to be players for us. And we think that they did. And offensive line wise, you know, we got everybody back there. So we lose Will White, which is going to hurt us, but you know we're finally going to be pretty experienced up there. So very happy with spring.
One thing that I guess immediately sticks out is you've got a lot more numbers this year, and you can actually run, I guess, what you would call more of a real spring game with two different teams. Talk about that, and not just the numbers, but maybe some of the depth that you have now on this team. If somebody goes down, the drop-off won't be as severe as it was maybe in year one when you first got here.
Yeah, I think we're to the point now where we're finally looking at hopefully freshmen that are coming in. You know, we're not necessarily counting on them to come in to be starters. They got a chance to come in and compete for starting jobs, but you know, we're going to have some depth at some positions, especially the offensive line. You know, we're running through spring practice with 12 at that position right now. I feel like we've got pretty good depth at wide out, at running back, and at linebacker, so that's been good. And you know, the thing that we're going to do tomorrow night is we have divided up into two teams, but we're kind of banged up at corner and at safety, so our corners and our safeties are going to be in totally different color jerseys, and they're going to play on both teams. But you know, I think this is a reward for our young men. They've looked forward to us. They absolutely loved the draft we had yesterday, and went out and practiced this morning and divided up into the teams. You know, of course, they were having fun going back and forth with each other. You know, so this is for the kids. You know, I think we've had 14 really good days, and we're going to let those kids go out and have a good time tomorrow night.
I think with any football team, unless you've got an established guy back there or somebody that's been all conferences, question at quarterback, if you could hit on that a little bit and how things have gone there with the young men you're lining up behind center.
Well, I'm happy. We're definitely deeper there than we've been. You know, Jerome has had a good spring, and his progression has been better. His biggest thing is just maturity and understand that, you know, he does have great legs and can run, but there's more to being a quarterback than just running. And Bryson has done some good things, and you know, Garrett Kropp, transfer that's coming here, has shown some ability too. So we feel like we're pretty deep there, and got a kid that was a minor league baseball player for a few years by the name of Alec Grosser that's got a load of talent, but he's pretty far behind on the football curve now just because he hasn't played football in several years, and he's got good arm talent, very athletic. So got 4 kids there that we really like. Have a chance to see all 4 of them play tomorrow night.
Coach, a little bit off spring ball, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the conference move, and UVA is making the move to the SAC. This will be your last year in the Mountain East coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak for the Mountain East, you know, because I've been in it 2 years, and it's been great competition for us. You know, I think we have begun to plant our flag in that league. We're by no means the best team in that league, but we feel like we've made a progression from being, you know, at the very bottom to, you know, to making people have to understand that they're playing UVA, which has been a good thing. But you know, we're excited for this upcoming season, which will be our last. It's a great football league. You know, the coaches in this league are quality coaches. They do a great job with their guys, and so we'll miss it when we leave, and we look forward to the new opportunity. Haven't spent an ounce of time thinking about the new one, other than I know it's just going to be a lot easier travel for us. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As soon as we get done playing this season, we'll start looking ahead to see what that's going to be like. But I think it's a great move for our university just because of the proximity. But you know, we're gonna try to make this last year in the Mountain East a good one.
Coach, something with spring ball, I think, you know, a lot of times it'd be great learning and at the same time getting motivated, because you know at the end you're just going to play yourself. Talk about maybe some things that you all have worked on, and some of the progression you've got out of your kids now, with some more older kids and some guys that know your system, this being year 3 of spring practice.
Yeah, we just tried to, you know, just get better at what we do. You know, I think a lot of times that we football coaches outthink ourselves and think it's about plays and schemes and everything, but it's all about players. And so we just tried to take a whole lot of time this spring and just coach the kids that we have and try to get them better to individual techniques that they've got to perform within the schemes that we're running, you know. So it's been good. I think we've had a lot of kids step up and show that they're capable. You know, we're still going to be young at some positions, but you know, that's part of it. But we're excited. The kids have worked hard. I think we got a good group of kids that love football, and I think that's very important. So you know, we're excited about the upcoming year.
Spring game Friday night, 6 o'clock. Fans free admission at Carl Smith Stadium. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Darryl.